Hey everyone, this is Mr. Everything, and I'm doing a video right now where you can join me midway through an audio upgrade for a 95 Ford Crown Victoria. I know it won't work, I believe it's 98 and above, because I had an '04 Grand Marquis, and to make a long story longer, I had 6x9s from a prior install that unfortunately went unused for years, and just I was looking around and noticed that the 95s actually accept a 6x9. So I'm midway through this. I'm going to do the ones in the doors too. Unfortunately, anytime I make a video outside, it's always very windy. So these are the quarts I had. They're pretty nice. I'm sure they're discontinued now, but you could probably find them on eBay. They were like under $100 new. So, I mean, they're pretty nice with a good solid, let's play a 1-inch titanium tweeter. And I started with the back because I've taken the back seat out before to run some wires through here. It's two 18mm nuts. Bring the seat off. The bottom just pops off like most seats do. And then you have two retainer clips here. I'd suggest getting an actual pry tool like that. It makes it so much easier. 2 screws for your brake light. And then you have to slide that top shelf cover off. And you can see here's the fact. Now mine actually were still good. They're not torn. They're not rattly. They're just very quiet, very low powered. And I have, if I can do some gymnastics here, a Pioneer radio that I put in. As far as the double din conversions go, I mean, they fit in, but you do have to have a double din that's smaller on the back or modify it like I did. And you have to trim some of the bezel, but there's a lot of videos on YouTube on how to do that. So I'm in the process of this, and here is, at least for again the 95. So here it's saying 87 and up, but you can see that's the metric kit I got from Crutchfield. I already have this one ready to go. I just put this one on. These only go on one way because they're keyed. And then the tabs are different sizes for the negative and positive. Because I was a little unsure. I do have my service manual. I was going to check that, but it's all keyed to where it only goes on one way. And one thing that's weird is they have this insulation, and it kind of comes up over the speaker. I don't know if they just didn't cut it right. So that's up to you if you want to, because it is putting some pressure, but these had some foam on them from the prior install to kind of help give it a better sound I guess enclosure to where it made contact. Probably won't help in this application, but at least it keeps this foam from pressing on this rubber surround. But I'm going to go ahead and finish that one and then come back. All right, so that's the two 6x9s in the back, but these have tweeters in them too. Again, those other ones, they didn't crackle or anything. They were working, but they just were very just horrible. Nothing to them, no depth, no bass, no treble, just hardly anything, just kind of some noise. But for a 30-year-old car, I'm still happy with it, they even worked. But there it is. Just gonna push everything back in. They mounted up perfect, zero modification, just 6x9 direct fit. I gotta put the that top piece, slide that back in, put the 2 retainer clips. If you can see one down there, pretty long, so hopefully they don't break. I got them out without breaking them. Put that back in. And before I put that third brake light in, now's a great time to get back in there, little tip, and clean the window. I mean, obviously there's some smudges and stuff from going in here, but because you can't get in there any other time, so my bulbs are good, so while it's out of there now, I'm gonna get in there, get the windows clean as I can. Then I'm gonna start on the 2 front doors. Right, well, here's a quick glimpse at the back. You can see everything's back as it is. What I like, you can't even tell, it's completely stealth. So I'm up front now, and the door panel on the 95 is a little different than the 04. I don't know if it's 98 and above or 03 and above, but I had an 04, and it's like one of it is, it's kind of a completely different setup there. The only issue I had was there's this little access thing, which I don't think you can see it. It's behind here. And there's no screw behind it. It's just a plastic tab. and it says to push down. Well, I tried down and up. Now that of course I broke it. So I think I do see how it works. It kind of, there's tension on it. And it's way too thin, as you can see, and it's 30 years old. So that prevented the door from coming up easily, so I had to force it a bit. But, I mean, there's so many screws holding it. You know, that kind of just keeps the final piece from lifting it out. It's not like a safety thing. In my other car, I broke the clip back here, which I don't think the 04 had a clip back here. I think it was just two little prongs or like notches that went in to the door panel. So I would much rather break that than like something like this that you're gonna see or, you know, feel if it's loose. But you can see this is a 6x8 here. And the front ones look a lot nicer. They have this grill, even though the door panel itself has a grill too. So maybe it was just like some universal thing that Ford used in other vehicles. And for my 6x8s, I went with Kenwood. I mean, that's definitely a reputable brand, but I just went with them because I couldn't believe they were really cheap from Crutchfield, because I did have to buy these. I'm not sure why the autofocus is all over the place, but they look pretty good. Again, they also have a nice big tweeter in them. The depth is, I think, about the same. Now, they don't have the cover, but you can see that tweeter doesn't stick out any, so it's not going to interfere. It doesn't stick out too far here. There is this outer bezel. Again, I'm not sure what's up with that autofocus, but I actually have a good bit of power here for the specs, and they were only $67, so I don't know if they're on sale or they're regularly that cheap, because otherwise I would have just went to eBay and found something secondhand or return. So that was gifted to me. The 6x9s are from my first install, and then I just had to buy the two Metro adapters. I had to buy the Metro harness for this radio too. So I'm under $100 for 4 speakers and a touchscreen head unit. I'm not going with an amp or sub because I don't listen to music that much, and I'm not a bass guy. So I think that head unit will put out enough power for what I'm going to use it for. In my other car, it does have a Bose factory system, so it's better than what it was. I'm going to set that up, and then I'll come back. And as I had hoped, everything bolts up just fine. I tested it, and that goes to say for the back too. I mean, obviously, before you put everything back together, just test it, make sure, you know, nothing's. Now, try and keep your wires all together so that, like, if you crossed your positive and negative, at least if they're out of phase, like as long as they're all parallel with each other, then I think it still wouldn't mess with it unless you had one in phase and one out. But ideally, you want them all to be right. But I think with that kit, it's pretty hard to cross them on these because everything's keyed. Now, I couldn't test the window. I guess whenever the door panel's not on, maybe somehow it communicates from over there through here, because it didn't work. So, but the speaker works, and the light came back on when I put power to it. So I think I can just put this door panel back on, get everything buttoned up, and then starting the other one. I really just hope I don't break that clip on the other one. So I'm into the driver's side front door panel. Unfortunately, I had the exact same thing happen. You can kind of see the concept, but through that little tiny access hole, there's just not enough room to get your finger. Like, you can push it down, but it basically just collapses, and it does that instead of kind of bringing it forward. So I'm 0 for 2 there. There's a lot more going on this one. You don't actually have to take these screws off on this one. You can just unplug the harnesses, and I can tell, at least I didn't break those. That was I guess the prior owner. So I'm wondering what they were in here for. You can see that this is all undone. So my guess would be maybe the cables or the pulleys were damaged or broke, or maybe even a whole window motor needed replaced. This kind of stayed right where it should be, didn't pop back out. So again, speaker's right there, should be pretty easy to get to. And then I should have a completed project here. I'm pretty happy. I mean, everything works. Again, it's clean. You can't tell anything's been done. Minus, unless you ever open that door, I'm see some missing clips. But back here, yeah, and you can't tell. So the speakers are a little underwhelming, but so far I've just tested it with the radio. I have Bluetooth to the device to where I can either do Apple Music or something for my phone, and I also have a Sirius XM subscription, and it's way better at just do it through the app on your phone via Bluetooth than trying to get a tuner and all that antenna for that to do the Sirius XM. And I don't even think the stations are that good, but I think once I listen to better quality music instead of radio, I'll be pretty happy. Again, for under $100 to have this installed, again, you can see it's not a perfect install, but it's in there. And I have this little MagSafe mount here. But I kind of have the car set up how I want. I don't need any more tweeters. I mean, the fact that I got one in each of the door speakers and then one in each of the rear speakers, the fact that there's no factory accommodations, I'm okay with that. And I don't have any amp or sub, but again, I'm not really looking for that. It's just kind of an upgraded factory deal. So that's how you do it in a 95. Again, the only really real difference I know of is just in the back, you can put 6x9s instead of 5x8s, I guess, was what I think the 04 said it would fit, which is why I didn't even bother, because I was like, well, my old ones won't even work. So I made use of those, made use of the radio I got, and bought new speakers up front, and I'm pretty happy with the setup. So again, for a 95 Crown Vic, I'm not sure if the Grand Marquis of the town cars have it different. I do know some have them down here, and this was just the basic system. I think that maybe there's an Infiniti, or I know there's a Ford Premium, and then there's a name brand system. But that's how I do it in this one, and I'm pretty happy with it. So probably do an update on the car at some point this year. It's looking good, and I'm hoping to get a lot of use out of it and enjoy it. So thanks for watching, and see me in the next one. Have a good one.